everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to make a hand-tied crescent shaped bouquet, and I feel like the colors that I chose and the textures kind of yield it more towards like late fall, kind of early winter. So it's not quite that holiday feel, it's not quite autumn feel, but with the whites and a little bit of burgundy and then all the textures of the greeneries and flowers just kind of make me think of late fall, early winter. So I'm going to start off by prepping all my flowers, and I did get these all from Hobby Lobby. They have great sales. It's a shameless plug. I have some calla lilies, some white orchids, what I'm calling cosmos, and I believe some type of greenery here, and then kind of a wine colored or burgundy colored myrtle. And by prepping them, I am just separating the blossoms and the stems, and I'm going to make everything into what I like to call a bite-sized chunk. So I just want a nice, clean, long stem that I can hang on to, and I want the flower nice and prominent at the top there. The same type of prep is used for fresh flowers as well. You'd want to go through and separate your stems into something that you can work with and that you're not going to have a lot of greeneries and blossoms squished together in your hand as you're holding them, because that looks messy and it makes a mess. So back to the arranging here. So I'm going to start off with the cosmos, and I'm going to try to kind of define my shape with those. And then I decided to wrap them together with some stem wrap, which completely messed up my shape. So I had to reshape it. Working with artificial flowers, especially these cosmos, as you can see, they are very pinned straight up. So I did at the very end, I took some time to kind of give a little bend in the stems. So that's kind of a trick to make them look a little bit more lifelike. If you give just a little curl, a little twist, a little bend on the stem and the flower itself, it just looks a little bit more natural, like it had grown outside in nature and was maybe tormented by the wind and the rain and had a little bend in its stem. So with that story aside, I then moved on to the orchids there. So I'm going to drape them dramatically over one side, and then my plan was to put the purple callas kind of middle towards the other side. Still trying to work with that shape. When you're being very specific about shapes, you want to be careful to balance the colors. So I did not want to put all white on one side, all purple on the other side, because white is very dominant and it would just look very heavy on the one side. So I wanted to be careful to disperse the color throughout. So I have white going all the way in the shape of the crescent shape there. And then I'll work in the purple calla lilies, which did not want to cooperate. They did not want to bend. So I did work on those a little bit after the video stopped recording. But once I have all my flowers in place there, I'm just going to kind of work in a collar of greenery. I love the flow of this greenery. It's almost got like a plastic feel to it. Rubbery, I guess, more or less. Not really plastic, but like a rubbery feel to it. But because of that, it has a little bit of weight, and it has a really great movement and look to it. I did forget to say that I put the callas on the one side, but I used the burgundy myrtle on the other, so that it has that kind of burgundy, purpley color also in the crescent shape kind of worked throughout. So I have that nice balance there too. And then, of course, once I have everything lined up, I tied it off with a chenille stem. I think this bouquet would work perfectly with a natural stem wrap, and I'll put a link at the end to how to wrap the stem and using artificial and natural stems. So that'll be at the end there, but we made it to the end of this video. So this is a crescent shaped bouquet using orchids. Thank you so much for watching.